Hi, Kerry here. Welcome to Moon in Libra. It's been a while since I've made a video actually, so I wanted to do one, get back into it, get back into the swing of making videos. I want to carry on doing my tarot series. I think I got up to the Hermit on that, so I'm going to be carrying on. I've actually been continuing with my journal, just not making the videos and uploading them. So in my journal I've got up to the card of Temperance, but I think in the videos I'm only up to the Hermit, so I've got 5 videos to catch up on, and then I'm going to continue on through the rest of the tarot deck obviously. But today I'm going to be talking about the full moon, which is happening tomorrow on the 22nd of August. It's a full moon in Aquarius. We're still in Leo season for the next few days. And it's actually the second full moon in Aquarius this year. The first one was on, I think, the 21st of July. So what we will have found is things that maybe began around the last full moon, things that were put into motion around that time, might be coming to culmination with this full moon. There's a definite connection between the two anyway. With Aquarius being the sign of change, revolution, also the sign of community and working in groups, what you might have found over the last few weeks and during this period of the Aquarius full moons is that you may have found yourself connecting with people, connecting with new groups, or feeling the urge to actually go out and do that. I certainly did. I've met some new amazing people during this period, and I've had an amazing time. I went to Glastonbury for a retreat, and it was wonderful. So I've just got some of the cards out of my my astrology reading deck, just to talk about the energy of Aquarius. So we've got this energy is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic and technological, and it's ruled by Uranus, which has a similar sort of energy. You can see the energy in these two cards are very similar. We've got the lightning, you know, it's a lightning bolt, sudden change, unexpected change, things happening that you just weren't taking into consideration, enlightenment, awakening, and then of course you've got manifestation happening in with these energies. Things happening very fast, but the difference, the big difference between the two full moons, between the last one in July and the one that we're experiencing now, is that in July the moon was conjunct with Saturn. So Saturn is the planet. I've got the card here. So on this card we've got images of strong walls and an older man sitting there. He's putting the cement on the brick and he's building the wall. So Saturn is the planet of structure, of strong foundations. It's also the planet of kind of restriction and boundaries. So the image of the wall for Saturn, I think, is perfect, especially with the older guy, because it's also the planet of kind of wisdom and of the older generation, kind of tempering the younger, youthful, more adventurous energy. So it's the energy of kind of restriction and holding back and making sure that everything's, you know, firmly in place and planning and things like that. So it's a very different energy to what's around at the moment, because now the moon is conjunct in Jupiter, which is pretty much the opposite of Saturn. I mean, we've got a young person jumping off the cliff, you know, he's going for it. It's the absolute polar opposite. Saturn and Jupiter are polar opposites in terms of their energy. So Jupiter's the energy of growth, of abundance and manifestation. So at the moment, like I was saying, with the Aquarius energy and the sudden changes that can come in, you might find that things that you've been wanting for a long time, you know, things that you've been trying to manifest for a long time, suddenly you've got it, it's there. So yeah, the energy at the moment, all that hard work, all that planning that you were doing in July, which it doesn't seem like that long ago, but suddenly things might come into fruition for you. That's the sort of energy that's around. And the two the two full moons are definitely connected. You'll find that things that may have seemed like an obstacle in July, suddenly the energy shifts, and you wonder what you were worrying about, what was the problem. This has actually worked out really well. Things that might have seemed like a block, like a barrier, just at the end of July, suddenly might have, that block clears, and you can see much more clearly. You can focus, and you can actually go ahead and take that leap, feeling a lot freer about the whole situation. So I've got some cards that I bought in Glastonbury, which I've just picked up. It's the Quan Oracle, and Quan Yin's energy has been around a lot during this period as well. We had the 8-8 Lionsgate portal in between these two moons, and it was very, very feminine energy around. The divine feminine was very, very strong at that time. I was doing in Glastonbury, and I was doing a lot of healing with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, and also another M that I connected to unexpectedly was Merlin, which was amazing, connecting to his energy, completely unexpected and out of the blue. But I felt a really strong connection to Merlin and the two Marys as well during that weekend. But Quan Yin's energy was around as well a lot during that time. So I'm going to pull some cards from Quan Yin about this full moon in Aquarius, and then I'm going to go on to use another deck which is new to me, which is one that I won in a giveaway in a group, the Green Witch Magical Development group on Facebook, and Sam Lacey runs it, and she's amazing, and she does giveaways occasionally, and I was lucky enough to win this deck. So it's quite an interesting deck. I've not used it before, so I'm going to see what happens with that reading. But first of all, I'm just going to go to Quan Yin, and I'm going to ask what energies and what guidance there is for this full moon in Aquarius. And I don't know this deck at all, so I might have to go to the book, but I'll try to do an intuitive reading on it. We'll see what comes up. Okay, so Quan Yin, what energy is there around for this full moon in Aquarius? The Lotus Throne. The Lotus Throne. So the lotus is the symbol of growth and expansion. So it's that Jupiter energy coming in straight away with the lotus energy. She's holding the lotus in her hand, so I believe that this card is a card of manifestation. She's got it in the palm of her hand, that growth and that expansion. She's in control of that energy. She knows what she wants, and she's getting it. The numerology 37 breaks down to 10, which breaks down to 1. So it's new starts, new beginnings. I'm just going to go to the description in the book and see what it says. It can take great courage to trust your own inner light, to ascend the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seems more powerful than your own. You are being asked to trust this inner guidance above all others now. Have faith in your own heart and know that you are divine. You are being asked to ascend to the lotus throne of your own divine soul. Trust your courage, beloved. Your journey is taking you into a spiritual maturity, and you will need to acknowledge that you have spiritual authority within your own heart. Yes, you can learn from others, but always honour your inner teacher, beloved. Your inner teacher, beloved, as this is your own unconditionally loving and flawless guide, the part of you that is pure divine wisdom, always has been and always will be. So yeah, it's about knowing what you want and being this lotus queen and holding that in your hands and allowing that expansion to happen. Should I do another card from Quan Yin? Yeah. Reveal the peacock beauty. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? So on this retreat that I went to, one of the activities that we did, we took it in turns we were kind of dancing in a circle, and we took it in turns to pretend to be an animal. This was just an off-the-cuff thing that we did. And so we were all pretending to be different animals and, you know, taking on that animal's energy. And I decided I was going to be a gorilla. And I was playing the fool and going, smacking my chest and everything and you know, jumping about like a gorilla. And then as soon as I finished, I thought, why didn't I choose the peacock? Why did I go for the gorilla? You know, I mean, the gorilla energy is lovely. The lady who facilitated the group, you know, sent me a link about gorilla energy, and it is lovely. You know, it's about, it's a very gentle energy actually. But I thought, why did I choose the gorilla? I should have chosen the peacock. I work with peacock feathers. I do jara healing, so I'm using peacock feathers in that. And I've been thinking over the last, I would say 3 or 4 months, the energy of splendor has been coming into my spiritual work, and that's, you know, that's all to do with peacock energy. Why didn't I choose the peacock? So I think this card, you know, it's telling you to step into that, your own inner beauty. I think this is very much a message that Quan brings anyway. It's your own inner beauty. Reveal the peacock beauty. I'm going to go to the book again because I don't know this. I don't know this deck at all. I've not used it very much. But yeah, so the peacock, to me, it's the energy of splendor. I've actually got a video on this channel talking about the energy of splendor, if you want to go and find that. The peacock beauty can silence us with her sheer magnificence, reminding us of the power of genuine beauty to bring us into peace and harmony within. There is a stirring within you to create greater beauty in your life, to honour the creative ability that you have to express such sublime feelings that reside within you. So this card is talking about the throat chakra, working with the throat chakra. As the power of the throat chakra grows, our urge to express ourselves in a uniquely creative way can become strong. This creativity is the voice of the soul wishing to manifest itself in the physical world. The power of your soul is starting to flow through your words and plans. The best way to use this power wisely is to decide what you speak, choose to do, or intend to create. To decide that what you speak, choose to do, or intend to create will be in alignment with the divine beauty that is present in your heart. The peacock beauty, Quan in her graceful expression, urges you to follow what is truly beautiful to your heart and know that this will bring harmony within you and into the world most freely. Quan divine peacock beauty, is blessing you now with her compassion and grace, helping you to let go of fear or doubt about your own ability to create, whether it be music, writing, healing, a healthier body, or a clearer mind. These desires within you are already in process of being created. Don't give up, but do let go. Allow the beauty within to find its expression now, beloved. Don't give up, but do let go. That's relevant to something that Sam Lacey, who I've mentioned earlier in the Green Witch Magical Development Group, shared. She shared an article about the difference between giving up and letting go, and surrender has been a big part of my my spiritual practice actually. So, like as Sam would say, no coincidences that should come up in this reading. Yeah, don't give up, but do let go. Surrender. But remember, your own power to manifest your desires is in your hands. That lotus is in your hands, and you control it. You control it with your thoughts. And as Quan was talking about in the peacock card, you create it with your own creative spark and your desire, what you want to create, you manifest in your life. Right, so I'm going to do a reading with the light, the First Light Tarot deck. And I've got some cards here. We've got recent past, which in this case indicates the full moon on the 21st of July, so the energies that were around then, and the present, so the energies that are around now, and how that's going to affect our future. So just a simple, I'm just going to flick through them and see if there's anything else that, or personal message. We'll go for a personal message from Spirit. Yeah, that'll do. Just 4 cards. So recent, past, present, future, and then a personal message from Spirit. So I'm going to use, so in this deck you've got a set of cards which correspond to the major arcana, and then we've got some which are more like oracle cards with different words on, different energies. Look at that, love that. So I'm just going to shuffle them together and just choose one for each of the spread cards. So, sorry, just going to shuffle them if I can. They're so big I can hardly hold them. Okay, one's just flown out. Oh, 2. I'm not going to take them. Right, first card, recent past, please. So this is about the full moon in Aquarius that we had in July. So we can talk about the energies that were around then. Okay, we've got healing and service to others on this card. And for me personally, I definitely know that around that time of the July full moon, I was very much focused on my own healing. I'd taken time out from doing the Metatron colour therapy and readings and everything. I gave myself 3 weeks where I didn't want to be doing any work. Basically, I gave myself a 3-week break, and I was very much focused on my own healing. So we've got the number 2, and it's card 11. So this is also talking about kind of manifestation energy as well, with the 11 coming in. So we've got healing energy. I'll take 3 for each, I think. So can I please have 2 more cards for that, for the recent past? Okay, this is the devil, trapped. Yeah, the devil energy. I very much felt at that time that I needed to, like I say, I took time off to focus on my own healing. This energy was coming up a lot for me. The imposter syndrome, the niggles, somebody talking in my ear saying, you can't do this, what do you think you're doing, nobody's ever going to want to listen to you, you're not a healer, you're a fake, you're a fraud. All of that energy was coming in. For me at that time, loss of freedom, fear and ruthlessness. So there may have been that sort of energy around for you at that time, feeling like you didn't know where you were going, what you were doing, along with that Saturn energy that was coming in, bringing in restriction and feelings of needing to know exactly what you're doing, exactly where you're going, kind of bringing in perhaps some anxieties as well. So there was a big need to kind of take a step back and focus on healing at that time. Okay, what else was around? The lovers, union, matters of the heart, choices and physical love. Okay, so choice. The lovers to me is the card of choice. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Not really knowing what's the right thing to do. So you've got, so looking back on the recent past, these are the 3 energies that have come out. The need to heal, perhaps some anxiety creeping in, perhaps some doubt, and perhaps, not really knowing which way to go as well. So a bit of an uncertain energy I feel was around during that time. And then we've got the present moment, which is the this has just jumped out straight away. The present moment is the new moon that's happening tomorrow, August 22nd, and the card that's jumped out is the Hanged Man. So this is about shift in perception, looking at things from a different perspective, and maybe doing things from a new angle, trying to do things, maybe doing something unconventional, outside of the box and that sort of thing. transition, turning points and decisions. So, you know, we had the choice, the need to make a choice during the July full moon. We had the doubts creeping in. So now, this energy now, you know, it's time to actually shake that energy off and be decisive and actually make that choice. The choice that was creeping up in July, it's now the time to actually be decisive and know where it is that you're going and know what it is that you're creating in your life. Okay, what else is there around at the moment? The Star, success, happy endings, promising beginnings. So yeah, the new beginnings came up in the numerology from the Quan card. So I do feel like this energy around at the moment, I mean, this energy, if you look at the stars, that's gorgeous. And here we've got the swirling kind of nebula energy. It's all about power, with the purple, with the red, the base chakra colour. We've got the words of success, happy endings and promising beginnings and the potential. And obviously with the Star Tarot card being about wishes coming true and things like that. Yeah, this energy really brings with it gorgeous, expansive energy. I'm actually going to just go to the tarot deck because the Star, number 17, I haven't done that one on my tarot series yet. So I think from what I know about the Star, it's about, you know, dreams coming true. 17. The Star. Oh, and it's ruled by Aquarius, this card. So definitely connecting in. So insight, understanding and hope for the future. This card is a good indication that wishes will be fulfilled. Not always as one expects. So yeah, it could be that Neptune energy as well coming in. Sudden changes happening in your life that actually turn out to be just what it is that you need. That Uranus electric energy coming in, creating a sudden change in your world. Things happening really fast, but you then realise that actually this is exactly what I needed. It wouldn't have been necessarily been what I pursued, but now that it's happened, this is perfect. Oh God, I've just thrown my cards everywhere. Okay, can I have the third card for the present, please? Okay, this is one of the Oracle cards, and it's number 1. 19, Source, Love and Light. How gorgeous is that? See, these cards as well, from what I was reading, you can just pick a card and meditate on it and just soak up the energy that's in it. I feel like doing that right now, soaking up the love and light, source energy. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's a time just to do a really lovely chakra cleanse. Really focus on cleansing your energy, and connecting to that source energy. Just simplify it. For your full moon ritual, it doesn't have to be a huge. Hi, my phone cut out completely, and I didn't realise, and I finished the reading, and I've just realised that it cut off about 2/3 through. So I did draw some other cards. I'll show you the cards that came out. So for the present, we had source energy. We had the Star, wishes coming true, and the Hanged Man. So it was about simplifying and just focusing in on love and the light, trying to shake off that devil energy that was coming through and allow us to be decisive after the choice that was coming through with the July full moon. So for the future, I drew 3 cards. The first one was the Hierophant. So coming up for us, we've got a time of learning, of personal development, perhaps finding a mentor or being a mentor. We're coming into September, which is the start of a new academic year, so there's a good chance that there's a lot of people signing up for courses at this time of year. So this energy is very strong at the moment, this Hierophant energy, and people finding new mentors or becoming mentors and teachers and signing up for training courses and working on personal growth and development. The Hierophant is connected to Taurus, which is an earth sign, and we're coming into Virgo season as well, so there's going to be quite an earthy energy around, just, you know, trying to find balance again, getting settled down into the next phase. Sorry, just trying to sort out my video. Okay. We've also got the card that came through, Activate. So again, it's that September energy when new things are starting, people are starting on new courses, things are starting to get moving after the holidays, and it's a real kind of masculine, active energy coming through now. We've been through the energy of healing, the energy of a bit of self-doubt, needing to be decisive. At the moment, the energy that we're in now is the you know, the energy of the Hanged Man, trying to do things out of the box, focusing in on the source energy, and you know, it's just kind of soaking up the energies that are around at the moment with the full moon. But coming up in the near future, there's going to be a real active energy, real masculine energy of activation, of things really getting moving. And I feel like this is going to be for a lot of us in terms of new things coming in, new mentors, new teachers, new courses, new jobs, new careers, you know, things that are going to help us with our own personal and intellectual growth. And then we got the card of Strength. So this is the Leo energy kind of clinging on a little bit here. The fiery energy of perseverance. So, you know, keeping going on your path with that energy that came in July with the Devil energy, bringing in the energy of doubt. This is telling you to carry on now, really, you know, really commit to your path, to your journey, to knowing what it is that you want, allowing yourself to practice conviction, you know, in the things that you know that you want. Don't allow those doubts from July, that Devil energy, don't allow that to take over anymore. You've been through the healing now, you've been through that change that's coming in with the Neptune and Aquarius energy. You know, things are going to get moving, so persevere, keep going, be strong on your path, and show conviction and perseverance. And then I drew 3 cards for the personal message. So we got more fiery energy coming through in this image. This is harmony and bridges and joy. So new things coming in and really allowing that fire to kind of purify the old negative energies. Get rid of that energy now. Get the energy moving again. Let it activate. Let that fiery energy activate you and propel you forward. And we've got children and family as well. So it's also about kind of maintaining your roots and your foundations, and making sure that, you know, you're focusing on the priorities as well in terms of your home life, your children, or if you don't have children, you know, things that you're trying to birth and bring into creation. So, you know, it's also about focusing on like base, you know, real base chakra work there with the I would say with the words children and family. There's a big focus on learning with the Hierophant as well. So also I pulled another card from the Quan deck after I finished recording the video for the first time with it, before I realised that it cut off. And I'm just going to show you the card. We got another card with Quan holding the lotus, and it says Nectar of the Lotus. So another image of Quan Yin holding that symbol of expansion right in the palm of her hand. And there were some things in the book that I read that were really relevant to what I've been saying in this reading. So I'm going to read it out. It says, there is an endless supply of energy, joy, peace, bliss and love for you, flowing from the heart of the Divine Mother, Quan Yin. Yet sometimes we may experience limitation. So that's that Saturn energy coming in, which I was talking about. Limitation instead of endless supply. These limits can be a hidden blessing. They could be a sign that our mind and emotional life could use some help shifting from scarcity consciousness into a consciousness of abundance. So it's what I was talking about. It's that shift from the Saturn energy into the energy of Jupiter. It's also the Hanged Man, you know, just shifting from one kind of perspective onto another, connecting into source energy. You know, she's talking about where did she say it? Divine nectar, allowing yourself to heal, allowing yourself to receive healing from the divine. And it's this energy, it's just source energy. Divine nectar, this is the divine nectar, it's source energy. It is life force and the fuel for growth of all kinds. It is peace, it is power, it is abundance, and it is love and divine grace. It exists in the physical world and the spiritual worlds, forever entwining with each other through the life of our universe. So this is talking about giving yourself time. You know, we needed to heal. We needed to take time just to soak up this source energy, and what Quan Yin describes as the divine nectar. And a little shift in perception, and our wishes can come true. You know, we need to know what the lotus is. What is it that we're wishing for? Be sure, be clear, have clarity. And, you know, we can watch that lotus grow in the palm of our hands right before our eyes, or in a flash with that Neptune energy that's coming in. So it's a time for manifestation. It's a time for knowing what you want. It's a time for being clear about what it is that you wish. It's a time for actually thinking about things that you might have previously discarded as something that's just not for you. So for example, I've recently been hired as a home care worker, and for me, not long ago, a couple of months ago, the idea of me getting a job was a sign of defeat. You know, it was a sign of you know, my moon in Libra not taking off the way that I was hoping it would. However, I'm seeing it in a different light now, and it's something that I need to do in order for me to be able to run the moon in Libra business alongside it. I need to have a regular income, but it's doing things that I'm going to be of service to others. I'm going to be giving back, helping people out in a way that I was helped out 4 or 5 years ago when my mum was very poorly and I was her main carer before she passed away in 2017. I was her main carer, and we eventually got nurses coming in every day to help her, and they were like angels to me. They really supported me, they supported my mum, and they were amazing. And now I'm going to be working in that capacity now, and I just feel like that's kind of full circle, and I'm going to be able to give that back. So if I was to do any job, you know, being employed in any job, then that's what I would want to do. And they approached me, they emailed me out of the blue on Thursday, and this is the Uranus energy coming in as well, you know, unexpected changes. I wasn't expecting this email. They got in touch with me. I had the interview on that day and was offered the job the same day. So there's my Uranus energy coming in, and it's something that, you know, my attitude had to change in order, you know, the Hanged Man had to come in for me to change my perspective, to not see it as a defeat in terms of my healing business. It's something that can actually complement my healing and my therapy work that I do. So I'm still going to be doing everything that I'm doing. I'm just going to be working part-time at the same time and actually being of service to others. So yeah, it's about shifting your perception of ideas or thoughts that perhaps were limiting you, and allowing that Jupiter energy to come in, of seeing it as something more positive and something that can actually benefit you and help you in terms of your own growth. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there anyway, in case my phone cuts out again. and I'm going to splice the 2 videos together and upload this onto YouTube now. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope the Quan Yin's energy coming through has helped you as well, because I really feel like the cards that came out from her were really relevant to everything else, you know, that I've been talking about. So for now, with these cards, these cards, we're looking at a shift. Something needs to shift within us, a different perspective, and our wishes could come true, and simplify it and just connect to that source energy and that divine nectar, and allow that healing energy to come through with this full moon, because that is what was needed. That is what the energies of the full moon in July was bringing in, and need to heal, yeah, and need to figure out what it was that we needed to do. A choice was coming in for us, and that devil energy, we need to be strong, you know. For the future, we need to bring in this energy of strength and perseverance, and not allow that devil energy to take over. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you watched this far, I appreciate you. Take care. Much love. Bye.